Hello there, guys. I've got a very good one for you today. We've been looking at lots of studies and puzzles by the Platov brothers in this channel, and here's another one. I can't believe I missed this. This is really, really clever and genius. I say they are genius, both of them. So here it comes. White to play and win here. We are up a bishop, but we all know that if this pawn wasn't here, the bishop of the wrong color, the corner, will not make it a victory for white together with this pawn on the a file. So it's very important that we have to think about this, play smart, and get the victory in the end. Okay, so that's what you need to know now. You can pause the video and think about how white has to play to win this game altogether. Go ahead. And welcome back. Okay, as said, we cannot rely on this pawn alone. This is a very important pawn for us. We need to keep it. So if we do something stupid like attacking this pawn right away, black will simply play king b4 and we exchange pawns, and this is just a draw. Black king will be able to come up again, hide in the corner, and even if we when he loses this, this is not winning for white anyway. So this is the wrong idea. We have to keep this pawn, and since we say that, well, the first move is pretty obvious. We have to stop the black king from coming here, so we just play bishop d6. Now we cover all these squares. The king cannot reach here, but of course it's more to this study than this opening move, because now black has some options. Okay, let's first see what happens if he pushes the pawn. He wants to give this away. He wants to sacrifice it. We are not going to fall for that, because if we take this, well, again, king comes to b4, grab this pawn, and it's all going to be a draw. But what we are threatening after the bishop move to d6 is to push our own pawn to b4. And now they are all covering each other, these pieces, and we will grab this in quiet and peace. Just go and get it with the king, and then we will win because we still keep the b pawn. So what black will do here after we play bishop to d6 is just to grab our pawn here, and now he wants to get to b4 the moment we leave the bishop. So we don't want to leave the bishop, but how do we win this? Well, now from here you can do another video pause and see if you find the winning strategy from this point, because it's not that easy to see. Try it right now. Go ahead. Okay, here we go. So again, if we are going too fast towards this pawn, this will end up in a draw, because black will play king to b5. Yes, we go and grab this, but he has a plan of his own. a5, we take here, a4, and of course we cannot exchange. Then we only leave us with a bishop. It's not good enough, so we're forced to push here, and black will simply just go ahead with his pawn. Our king is too far away. He'll do something like this. We are forced to play the bishop to e5, and then we lose our own pawn, and this is just a draw. So really, what we need to do after the opening moves like this, we have to ignore this pawn for a while. It's important for us to get our king to guard our own pawn here. So we have to play king e2. That's the only winning move in this variation. Now, if black carries out his plan like this, we just keep on moving our king here, ignoring here at the moment. Get our king to guard, and when this happens, well, we take this with the king. Even if we try something like this, we will have time to stop the pawn like this. This was a very quick show of all the moves possible. Let's see if it does something like this now. Well, then we have time to take, and we will have time to stop again. We go back, and move the king down here, something like this. So these are the opening moves again. If the king comes up here, he just loses a tempo. We will have time to get the king to c3, and we got everything covered. But what happens instead if black pushes the pawn to g3? Now we are not really sure what to do with our king. Should we go for the pawn? Should we go to guard the pawn here? I mean, if we grab here, it's going to be all the same. King b4, we cannot guard our own pawn, and we will lose. So we will have to ignore again this pawn on the g5. Instead, we move to the king to d3. What happens now? Black pushes the pawn. He knows that we are here with the king, so he cannot go here and push this pawn. It's too slow. Instead, he just wants to get this one going. And you see what happens now. If we try to block this pawn again, this is too slow. King b4, we are forced down to c2, and this will happen, and he will force a pawn exchange, and we are losing this. So after black plays g2, we will just have to ignore it once again. We will have to allow him to promote the pawn. Instead, we play king c4. We ignore the pawn. Instead, we go for the king's attack. And you see now what happens. We are threatening a checkmate here. So if he goes ahead and promotes, we simply check. Now the queen can come in between. We should not grab it right away. Instead, we play b4 check, forces the king down to a4, and then we take the queen. And now, of course, we are winning this pretty easy. Something like this, and we just take it. And the pawn is right. It will go up ahead. And if it goes something like this, well, we can just put our bishop here, and then we go and grab this pawn. So this is winning. And if it doesn't promote, instead he chooses to move the king out to save himself from being checkmated. Well, we can put the bishop here, but it's even better to just give it check first. And now we are controlling this square also. If he comes back to a5, well, we can just do a waiting move like this. Force him to promote. And now we are not grabbing this, because what will happen? Well, this will be a stalemate. Instead, we take b4 check first, and then we take here. And this is, of course, met by just pushing the pawn to b5, and we're winning. So really, really brilliant study with lots of traps. I think we got everything covered here. If the king comes away somewhere like this, well, now we got the pawn on the b file, not the a file. So everything is winning here for white, really. We are out of the danger zone, and this is just winning. All right. I think I've covered everything. It's if you see something I missed, let me know in the comment section. All right. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye till then.